as he was running, it's like he was in a dream. This is one of his nightmares that he has at night. He was actually trapped. Like they can actually get me and do something to me because it's that many of them. It's just one of me right now, and I'm not armed. I don't have an extra dick on me. You know, that can do damage. But at the same time, it's like they were all women. They were women and children, man. It wasn't any men out there. It was just women and children. So it shows you how afraid they are because of guilt and because of the power that they see. They read in our power levels like Dragon Ball Z, bro. They read our power levels and know that we're that ultimate being. So that's why so much guilt, anger, frustration, anxiety, and all these other things. That's why they quick to kill a woman and a child. They don't care who you are. As long as you have that carbon, as long as you that carbonated being, they will slay you. You're a threat. We all are a threat.
Bro, that man took off running, gang. I mean, motherfucker ain't even doing nothing to him. Look, hold on.
I told you, bro. Yeah, I saw it.
That's crazy.
At first, he was walking real briskly, then he just took off. Yeah, man. And it wasn't. Did you see any male presence out there? It was straight females out
It
there
was straight
and
female.
children.
Good breakdown, bro.
Yeah, and see, in my view, TV has brainwashed people, so he might not have actually been cultured with black people, and it's, you know what I'm saying. So it might have been intimidating for him. He might have thought, some of the stereotypical things and reacted off what he's learned based off.
I could agree. Look at my girl, man.
No, hold on. Now let me finish it from this way, and I'm gonna let you get in that way because I'm sometimes I play devil's advocate or angel advocate. You know what I'm saying? So like he's uncultured, which a person should be cultured, but he might not have been. He might not have dealt with a group of black people before. You see what I'm saying? Like as a black person, you might come across a group of white people, might feel a little intimidated or something. That's a natural response. But the way you go about it is a difference. Like he walking away as if they did something. If they did, that's something different. But if they didn't, he's kind of creating more of a risk of harm or ridicule for presenting himself in that way.
Man, I agree with Jedediah. That shit is guilt, nigga. That shit is guilt. That motherfucker took off running. It wasn't nothing but women and children out there. You ain't see no threat. You ain't see no men out there with guns.
I mean, what he guilty of though? Like, what did he actually do something?
He could be racist on the low. He could have been like Jedediah said. He could have been having dreams about this shit.
Oh, okay.
He could have been having dreams about it. He could have been, you know what I'm saying, like, and that's where. You know what I'm saying? He get a, and then now it's finally a part of his reality. He's like, oh shit, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. That's like you talking all this shit about the Bloods and you a Crip, and then you finally one day you end up in a Crip neighborhood because I mean with a Blood neighborhood because it has something to do with your job.
All right, so let me give you this one, right? So let's say somebody take you out some hood you ain't never been to before, right?
I just said that.
Yeah, hold on. Let me say it. I ain't even finished. Hold on. I ain't even finished that, nigga. Look. I don't care who you are. If you see a crowd of niggas, you gonna be like, you gonna try to avoid that shit if you don't know them motherfuckers. As a nigga, you gonna do that shit. So what you think the white mind going? That's what fuck see.
I see what you saying.
Yeah, now you get what the fuck I'm saying.
Listen, but if a black man is at work, he not gonna take off running like that. G, if he see all these niggas, I didn't do anything. I'm at
Lord, as I listen to black niggas who work around black people, they try to avoid that shit too, bro. They were like, niggas be against not all black people, but like when it comes to like certain nigga shit.
Bro, you up here cooning, bro? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, what are we debating here?
It ain't no debate. What I'm saying is, like, if it's a group of niggas that you don't know yourself, you're not gonna walk away like that, but you're gonna be a little cautious. I get what you're saying.
Of course.
But he carried it around. That's why I said he gave himself the risk of more ridicule or anything of somebody talking shit because of the way he reacted to it. You see what I'm saying? So I did say that though. But I ain't taking up for the coon shit. Nah. I try to be a little bit more intuitively realistic with it. You feel me? Put myself in their shoes type shit.
I ain't gonna hold you. If I'm at work though, like if I see a group of young thugs and I'm at work and I gotta deliver something there, bro, I'm delivering that package. Whatever they do with the package, that's on them, gang. But I'm doing my job to drop that off. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm gonna have my bang in the car just to protect me as a employee or whatever. They be talking about no guns in the car. I wouldn't give a damn. How the streets is out here. Y'all going off some old theory, fantasy protocol. We going off real life. We know what the hell these people gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go make that delivery. But if I'm in civilian clothes and I know it be busting over there, it's a group of I'm out of there. I'm out of there. I'm not even going over there for what?
Now me, I would have made the delivery, but you know, like people don't really pay me too much mind, you know. Like
it ain't about paying you no much mind. A nigga try you, G. Like,
yeah, well, I know that too. And then as soon as I feel a feeling like somebody gonna try me, they can feel like that. Usually the gut instinct turn on for a person like, you know what?
Bro, you know how I know niggas will try you? Because like we used to be shorties, like it used to be like just a regular person like walking on the other side of the street, motherfucker be like, boy, you ain't on shit. Like, nigga, you ain't tough. Nigga be like, nigga, I am tough. Fuck you mean? Then nigga be like, he be like, go smack dude ass right there across the street. See what I'm saying?
Stupid shit.
Like, so that's what I'm saying. That sometimes it happen.
Yeah, I know that.
You go over there and try to smack the motherfucker. Like, damn, you don't even know this man. You're just gonna smack him because he asked you to do it or dared you not to do it or to do it. That shit weird as hell.
You know, some of it's gang culture, but a lot of that, like for the real motherfuckers, they don't be on like some of the shit, the stereotypic, don't be a part of that shit though. But a lot of that shit motherfuckers be wanting motherfuckers about do be a part of that shit though.
Yeah, I mean, bro, like I say, it's always gonna be somebody tougher, stronger, look better, taller, fatter, whatever you want to call it. It's always gonna be somebody that has something more than you or whatever.
Everybody.
What makes you hold on? But what makes you is you stand on your own 10. Like you whatever you stand on, that's what you stand on. So if I come around somebody that's taller than me or have a bigger chest than me or whatever got more money than me, that shouldn't make me feel no less than who I feel I am. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That shouldn't make me feel no less than that. Like, for what? I don't give a fuck what you got. You could be pulling up in a flying Porsche. I don't give a fuck. That ain't what I want, and that ain't what I'm into. And even if I was into, I didn't deserve it. Obviously, you did. That's why you got it. You see what I'm saying? So it just be like certain shit I don't even pay attention to, like, as a man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I hate thieves, niggas who rob niggas, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to do a little scam in the government, they doing that. But that other shit, bro, you can't go take from nobody, bro. I can't come take from you what you earn, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's a tough one right there. And motherfuckers be playing around with that shit. And that's why people be getting hurt. I be like, you don't know how hard or what a motherfucker went through to get their money. So motherfuckers do not be fucking playing about that shit.
That could have been a nigga first check. I know better. Been a nigga first legit check all year. And you decide to try to rob him. That nigga gonna kill you, gang.
Yeah. Nigga be waiting so damn long to put some money in his pocket. That nigga trying like, oh damn, yo. I don't know what niggas be thinking of sometimes.
And it's just crazy how like, remember back in the day, like just certain keywords, like remember we couldn't even say kill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't say you killed this person or no shit like that as a kid. Like those wasn't coming out your mouth. Like people used to be like, ooh, like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like even
we the new generation is desensitized in their speech and their learning pattern. Like they learning a lot of negative shit, like at a rapid rate. It's not cool.
So look, what do you think when okay, I was reading, I gotta find it. But I have the proof. You know what I'm saying? For those who listening and the first thing somebody says, where'd you get that? Or ooh,
What's the source? What's the reference? That
reference is
part
the
when
Code
it's
of Matrix. It is in the Code of Matrix. I was skimming through the book, the Code of Matrix. One thing about me, when I first get a book, I don't just open the book, start from page 1 and read. I had to go through the table of contents, and something that enlightens me, I'm gonna start with that first.
all right.
And then I'm gonna go back to the beginning and be like, I bet, because sometimes that shit be boring and you just can't get into it like that. You gotta be something that trigger me.
There you go. There you go. And then
You
if
know
you
what I'm saying?
don't
To
have,
light that fire, get that spark going, because I can't do that. What up, Montrese? Peace. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it is it's crazy. Like I be having to check them table, right? You know what I'm saying, gang? I gotta check them table of contents, bro. And if something is like when I read the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, I'm like, damn, I don't know shit about Thoth, woo woo. But like when I hit the table of contents, I seen the halls of a Amenti. I'm like, halls of a Amenti. I'm like, and that's how I got into that. Figured that shit, broke that shit down with the light. That's where the light come from. You feel me? And then the whole they that's where the eternal light. That's what
yeah,
that is. That's what the whole
you think
Marvel
that's what that
movie.
belief
Hold on,
is?
hold on, hold on. That's what the whole Marvel movie Eternals was about. It's telling you it's that light, bro. They got the light. Somehow they harnessed or stole the light. They're able to live eternally with that light. That's why they were saying like 32 of us, they sit around the light, 32 and one, which is the one is the great master, because he's separate from them, but he's them. You see what I'm saying? So the shit is deep, bro. The shit is deep. It's
Hold on,
very
hold
deep.
on, hold on. I want to hear more about that. So the 32 and the one. Go into that. Break that down, because I don't know nothing about that. I want to hear about that. Take your time, too, bro.
The 32 and one is the fallen ones, the fallen angels, right? So now that I've been reading the Code of Matrix and I've gotten to
Uh,
the holy tablets,
mm,
I've been big, I've been, hitting there and there. I've been putting this shit together. So the fallen angels, right? And then you have all these different star systems. I don't know for sure if the star systems are real, but from my understanding, I believe that I can't say I believe, I would say that speculating a hypothesis, you know what I'm saying? That the star systems that they be telling us about are their old star systems that they may be trying to put into our solar systems. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think. But the fallen angels is the 32, the 32 angels, and then is the great master, the one who they they follow. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
And by them, they came here to experiment on humans. That's why you have mermaids, you got mermans, you got manes, you got horses, you got all these different man horses and shit like that.
Yeah,
They came
chimeras.
here to experiment. Even though they said they came here and made it with the daughters of men, they didn't just mate. They was gene splicing. They was doing, you know what I'm saying? And if you read the Code of Matrix, it was telling you like it speaks on the daughters of men. It elaborates on that from Genesis, but it's a different. It speaks it different, and it's telling you that the when they made it with the daughters of men, that the babies ripped their cells out of the womb.
They came out the belly
They
like a
came
C-section.
out the belly. They never really gave birth. Like they was so powerful. That means the babies was already living entities inside of them. They was half human, half angel. That's a crossbreed that's not supposed to exist. So you
Mm.
see the power. He ripped himself out of the damn stomach. You see what I'm saying? So they had to destroy this shit. They had to. I don't think I think the kingdom of darkness, or that's whatever you want to call it, on, you know how you got the kingdom of light and kingdom of darkness.
Yeah.
I think they the ones who created all that shit and got us here trapped through this soul trip. Because when they tell us that we're born into sin, I'm going to find it, and when I do, I'm gonna make a video on it. I just been skimming through the book, and I should have made a fucking bookmark, but I didn't.
But
Because there's so much information. So when people tell you that you are born into sin, it's not through no religious purpose. It's not because you've done something wrong. I've been telling these people for this for the longest. I used to tell people like,
No, it's my fault. It's a form of brainwashing, and it's to make you feel guilt, so they can
yeah, but
so you can be enslaved.
yeah, but I'm going on it. I'm going on
They'll
it.
come to you with it. Oh, you a sinner. You were born sinner. So here's the steps to do, and it can come out their own maniacal mind, not being spiritual, not knowing the laws of life or Allah, which is arm, leg, arm, head, self, not knowing the laws of self, and why we're
Yeah,
really
but
here.
I wasn't
Person
going.
come to you and you don't
No,
know.
no. Listen. I wasn't taking it there. I'm breaking it down of why people believe that they are born into sin, because it's it's a different spectrum. It's We all are born into sin, and it's not because we did something wrong. Sin is the name of the moon. It used to
yep,
be the name of the moon. It was sin. They used to call the moon sin and ah. I read that shit. And when I saw that shit, I paused for a minute. I'm like, damn. So they say the moon is a soul trap.
yep,
Now we got the name of the moon. The old name of the moon is sin. So now we are born into sin because we are trapped within this soul trap, and we have to get out of this shit. So in order for us to get up out of this soul trap, we have to um 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 expand our consciousness and not follow the light after we leave from this reality. So it's like we born into sin is the reincarnation. And then they dumbed it down and told you it was a religion, and then they told you it was called the moon. They took the name away and just said it was the moon, a moon base. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit deep as hell, bro. And I'm going deeper on that shit once I
hey,
get
knowledge.
knowledge on it. Go ahead.
Hey, no bullshit. When I wanted to say something earlier, I was about to say that, and I said, "Nah, he about to go into that shit." No bullshit. I heard all that shit where the moon was originally called sin, and because it's a soul catcher, basically the reincarnation, go into the light, don't step into the light. Then if you come back through, which is called sin, and sin is the soul catcher, then you're born into sin. You feel me? I peeped that shit. And I basically repeated what you said, but that's you could tell that's what I was thinking in my brain. And he was like, hold on, let me finish this bill. See, people and that's a new one. To my school of thought, I just learned about that school of thought. Now, if that's the way it is or not, we're not saying that, but we learning the esoteric knowledge of the schools of thought so we can know what is the truth. So, it says disclaimer.
But look, I heard about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard about it a long time ago. Like, and then
Okay, how long ago did you hear it?
I heard about Soul Trap maybe like about 2-3 years ago.
Okay, that was my like this last couple of months. Like when you introduced it to me is when I might
Yeah,
have heard it before.
I heard about 2-3 years ago that the moon was a soul trap. Before that, I was into like the moon being a hologram. Then before that, it was flat earth, all that shit. But then like as you get deeper, you start looking like this shit ain't making sense. Like it ain't making no sense. So they telling us this motherfucker, the moon is and if you think about it, the moon's light is cooler than the sun. So there's no way that light is refracting off that. That's not possible. You will see a streak, G. If the moon you will see that streak across. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't get that, bro.
Hey, Jedediah, well, I know you. Hey, look, let's get it in. What you think about this? Because we learned.
I wasn't done. Damn. I'm
Oh,
just
no,
saying, like, no, he could build, but I was just saying you
go
will
ahead.
see the streak of light. You will see the streak of light ping into the moon. You know what I'm saying? And then if it was like, how is it shining, hitting us to where it's not as hot as the sun? Like, come on, man. Like, the sun is not that big. That's why it has to share its light. It's
Yeah.
not. I really think the sun is the same size as the moon. And by it shining and getting radiant, it's gonna look bigger than the moon because from our perspective, we will see it like a light bulb. You know what I'm saying? But and it shines brighter than the moon, so of course it's gonna look bigger. But why the fuck how can there be an eclipse?
Now check this out. Now,
hold on. I'm saying, how could it be an eclipse if the moon goes up underneath the sun? Like, it's small as hell. Like, if it's smaller than the sun, how could it block it? Even from our perspective, it was not big enough. It shouldn't be able to block it.
Nice.
But
hey, Blue wanna join in. He good people. Okay. Drop the link. Hold on, I'll put it in my junk. Yeah, they say that too. They say that scientifically that the moon and sun appears. They say it appears to be the same size because of the distances, but I'm like, that's a convenient lie. You feel me? They're like, they probably
even if it is, it wouldn't be able to block it.
And this the other thing. So last night, my homeboy said when he looked at the moon, it was big as shit. And I'm like, you know what? It probably wasn't bigger. It just probably was shining brighter, so it made it look like that. See, we not used to thinking like that. So
or it's a soul trap. Mm-hmm. Hold on, when it's bright like that, they got a lot of souls to reincarnate back on the planet.
You see Blue in the background yet?
Yeah, give me a second, bro.
My bad. I got you. Look, I'm just making sure.
I'm rolling up.
Nigga, you rolling up. What's good?
I'm gonna give him like a second to put me on.
Oh shit, that was my fault. Yeah. You know,
let man load into the program.
Somebody got a second device on the
Oh yeah, Blue probably got a
no. I paused the YouTube thing.
There you go.
Yeah, I think it's when the other bread unmuted then still, but yeah, peace to respect and greatness to all. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you letting me come up, King. Peace to the two old brothers. I don't think I've seen them on these airways before. But yeah, I like the topic. See, I like how you're chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing it in a debate form. You're just speaking. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Which is more, in a way, sometimes credible to the actual man or woman that's saying it. You know what I'm saying? But for quite a number of years, I've had like issues with the moon. See, you've got you said it was called Cene, Cene, right?
No,
say that again. Sin.
Sine.
Right. Okay, but it depends what linguistics you're saying it in. Because remember, throughout different territories or whatever, throughout different spiritual systems and conceptions of what people aren't supposed to comprehend right now in this physical form, you're going to have different denominations for different characteristics of these orbs or whatever they want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So the general consensus is what NASA puts out. More than still probably 75-80% go with that. The only reason I said it was CENE is because you have the Holocene, which to me is the frequency that creates the moon as like a plasma form. I don't. My comprehension is it's not physical. You know what I'm saying? I also like what you were saying about the sun, how we don't really know how big the actual energy ball then, for lack of better words, is. Because like you say, see, just another quick thing as well. My comprehension is that the sun doesn't bring the actual daylight. I feel that's something different.
So who bring it?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I mean, like, because if you think about it, like, the sun's a radiation. It radiates.
Not radiation. Sun is an energy ball.
Yeah, but it radiates like a radiator through the
Okay,
heat.
okay. My fault.
And someone like you, bearing in mind I'm mixed, so someone like you with more carbon, someone like Genocide with more carbon, is going to retain that radiation and frequency of magnetism of that sun, that orb. You know what I'm saying? So I think it does different. It has different objectives, kind of away from bringing the daylight. Because remember, the radiation creates heat waves, which come towards us from miles away. So on occasion, when the sun is at its zenith or at its most powerful, I just can't see that light or that orb bringing actual light of daylight, if you know what I mean.
So what's your because
I don't have an angle or like a conception because look, the way I see things is that while we're in this physical form, experiencing what has been made by the intelligence that people call God, Allah, whatever, we aren't supposed to comprehend certain things until we release as energy from this vessel. You know what I'm saying?
Like what?
Like when we release from this vessel, the body, that is when you become your true entity. Because bearing in mind, and this is only my opinion, the voice in our head is the closest you will get to the intelligence that created everything. And in this form, we aren't supposed to know. I don't think we're supposed to know that. This is why we've got so many comprehensions and so many indoctrinations.
Yeah.
Well, that's just only my opinion. And like I say, I'm always open. I don't put other people's opinions down. You know what I'm saying? So if anything that you're saying, I'm not trying to detract from that. You know what I'm saying? If anything,
No.
you've made me more. Yeah, you've just opened my mind a bit more just then. This is why I had to just quickly jump up. Well, I'll mute my mic anyway. I don't want to keep talking. Appreciate it.
Damn, man, you said something. I was just gonna ask you something. Damn.
I think you might have, well, not that I'm telepathic or anything, but I thought you was gonna, not that I'm telepathic or anything, but I thought you was gonna say something like, you know, what do I believe or what is my actual conception of things then?
It's something like that, but it was more so.
Hold on, now. She was talking about the sun vibrating, and then because our carbon, we kind of receive it more.
I know he said something else though. I was
after that. It was something right after that too. What you say right after that? Blue?
About the light, the daylight. I don't think the sun brings the daylight.
Yeah, that right.
There we go.
Yeah.
The trio, what up, my boy? Peace.
Copper tone. They got you.
Hey, what's up, man? Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
Salute, Copper tone.
So look, that was my point. If from my understanding, if that sun don't come up, it's gonna never be light. So what other light is you talking about, or what? Because I kind of get what you're saying, but I want to fully understand. You know what I'm saying? So
what if it's like the sun brings?
You said what?
What if it's like the sun reflects off a green or blue screen, which then shines kind of like I don't believe in things. I don't have beliefs in it, so I don't believe in like space. Right. If you go up too far, you'll lose oxygen and die. If you go down too far, you'll lose oxygen and die. So we're not supposed to believe here. This is an experience. When, like I say, the voice in our head is the natural. Yeah, that's the subconscious. That's the connection to the other the intelligence which we can't comprehend. So me personally, I see it as not all holographic, but there's things we can't see, like the stars in the daylight, because I feel that the sun shines on a green screen or a blue screen, which then opens up the whole like the whole arena as such, then all the lights come on kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the backdrop, that's the green screen, what we see, that light there, you know what I'm saying?
And that I'm glad you said that, because that goes to my point when I was reading that book. Well, I was watching a video. This guy named B. Dale, he's pretty good with breaking stuff down. He was saying that when they first came here, they blew up the moon. The moon wasn't like that. It was like something else, and they blew it up, right? So I was thinking like, damn, what if that's what the stars is? The stars is just particle dust from the moon being blown up. And because it was already kind of radiant, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, well, it has its own light source. So by it blowing up, those could just be like rocks or something stuck to the firmament. You know what I'm saying? And eventually they die out. That's why they starting to put all these clouds out, because you can't even see stars on a clear day.
Yeah, I said that.
It's
When
like
you seeing that?
like the particles from the moon dust is fading away from the firmament, because the light is finally over years of time, dimming out, because it's not connected to the source no more. It's particles spread out, and them bitches thrown all over the world, because the moon was so big it blew up, whatever the case may be, or however the hell they did it. That's just my theory. I'm not saying that that's true. I was just thinking, because when you in the sky, you can't see no stars. You don't see. I've never seen nobody been in an airplane and take pictures of stars. I've never seen it.
You got me ready to go Google.
You say what?
Hey, yes, echo.
Somebody should echo on.
Somebody need to close the YouTube browser when you're in the stream. Yeah, close out the other jinx. It ain't echoing now. So check this out, right? Luna, the moon, that's what you call it, lunar or lunar eclipse. They used to call it Luna, and another word where we can't, is sin, and that's why you're born into sin. And then if you look at it, they say it stays in the same position, but sometimes when you look at the night sky, you'll see the moon, and it actually appears smaller or sometimes bigger. And the only reason why it can seem smaller or bigger is because it's emitting its own light source. But the light it's emitting ain't like what we used to with the sunlight. It's a different light. It's the lesser light spoken in the Bible, but explained in a way. You get what I'm saying?
So look, that tell you right there. If he created the greater night for the day and the lesser light for the night,
yes.
Then it say he also created the stars, but they don't tell you how.
Yeah.
So when you go back and read the code of the Matrix, and you see that they blew up the fucking, well, not the code of the Matrix, I think it's in the Holy Tablets, where they show the diagram of how they shot it from Nibiru and blew up the moon, and the particles was flying everywhere. And the moon, they used half of it or whatever the case may be, like, and they put it in our orbit. And honestly, I think the moon is a big ass solar panel. And if it's up there in the sky right next to the sun, it's always going to be activated, because it's right fucking there. The light,
Whoa. But okay.
Light might emit from it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
Particles. This is what the CERN. You put CERN in any chat, and that CERN is going to automatically come up as all caps. But the CERN has dealing with particles, so they had technology. They meaning the higher intelligence to blow up a moon. That's some nuclear type shit, right? Huh? The same thing that we use here.
This was before creation. I'm not saying this is true, brother. I'm not saying. We just speculate.
Okay. So what creation is the sun, moon, stars, the galaxy, all that. The creature creatures are the beasts of the field, and we are creators. So now I keep hearing that. I mean, there's different things, but all of this is non-human
Listen,
because
though, check this
if,
theory.
go ahead.
Check this theory. I was reading in the Code of Matrix that the moon name used to be Sin and Ah. Instead of them telling us that the moon name is sin, they put the shit in religion and say we're born into sin. That's somehow true because remember, they do things in secrecy. In order to defeat your karma or not have karma, you have to tell somebody what you're doing, or you tell or put it out there. That's why they have secrecies and symbols and shit like that, because they understand the universal laws. You can't go against that.
Okay. So
But yeah, oh,
So
sorry.
with being born into sin, they saying the moon is a soul trap.
okay.
So
So
reincarnation is born into sin is what I'm saying. Go ahead.
okay. So sorry. So you remember the other week I asked you, saying that damn sin, a one of the meanings for sin is missing the mark.
Yeah.
So
Yes, and that's
that,
the etymology of sin, missing the mark.
yeah.
So if you missed the mark,
But,
that means you
but,
went back into reincarnation instead of going. You went to the light, avoiding the light.
but Regin, check this.
Being born back into sin is going back through the moon.
But what
It's
if?
in the Code of Matrix, bro. I read this shit. This shit is deep,
Yeah,
bro.
but you know what you have to remember. Like you know me. I don't listen to. I've been in like for about 5, nearly 6 years. I was in a lodge. Never joined Freemasonry, but I did it just for knowledge of like the system that I'm living in, and it's helped me a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I don't want to listen to what other people call things. I want to call it how I call it. And
Mm.
furthermore, these people who created these codes of matrix and that, they're all on this YOLO type of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to come back here. It's us as fucking humans who have fucked up this place. This is an experience. We are an extension. So when people talk about sin and all these,
Listen, if it's an why would you want to come back here?
well, that's not fair though, is it? Because at the end of the day, oh, we don't know this though.
Hold on,
This is
Blue.
all this
You,
is
you
all
said it
speculation.
though. You said we got to fix what we messed up.
What you about me coming back?
Bro, we ain't do this, bro. Listen, they said I read a thing where they said I told everybody in order for us to win this shit, all we gotta do oh shit, echo.
Echo, bro.
Look,
Hey, hold up.
in
So,
order for us to
Blue,
win,
go
hold
to your
on.
settings and go to audio and hit echo cancellation. See if that you got that on checkbox. It'll probably help out. That
So
might work.
look, damn, you just threw me off, gang. Oh, I got so much shit on my mind. But I was just saying, bro.
Is that any better?
What was I? Yeah, that's better. What was I saying?
Okay, sorry.
Fuck.
You was talking about the codex that you read.
Right. Look, what I'm saying is this: when you read these books, bro, it's not about. It's not. Yeah, we may want to call it what we want to call it, but we wasn't here before somebody else came and called it something else. So if the ancients called it sin, why would I go against that? If the name of the moon was called sin, and we're finding out now that the moon may be some type of soul trap machine to harness humans' souls when they die, based upon accessing their akashic records, bringing up a screen showing what you did and making you feel bad for what you did, so you can go right back into that light and reincarnate back here. And when you go through the light, your ass gets zapped and you lose all memories, everything. You come back here. Why you think they be saying, "Oh, that baby been here before"? We're
Right.
not
All right.
saying that for no reason. There's something within us that somewhat
Stay.
knows
All right. Stay
something.
on that
De-
point. Stay on
Deja
that.
vu too, bro.
Huh?
Deja vu too. Huh?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Let's
Stay
get
on
it. Get it.
stay on that point.
Mhm.
Um, see, I'm quite, I'm quite not. I'm inquisitive. I'm a very inquisitive man.
Hey,
And
knowledge.
go on,
Hold on,
go,
let
go.
him, let him,
Oh,
let
oh,
him be.
sorry. My bad, bro. My
Let him,
bad.
let him be. Go ahead, Blue.
See, because I can speak Latin and I've done extensive work and seen certain books that only not only if I know only a few in my circles or circles that I've been in before, they haven't seen and read what I've read. And when I learn certain words like sin, these words are new from people who wanted to like have nuances with real spiritual Akashic records, which is in yourself. So when this is the whole point, we're supposed to get everything from us because we have the experience. The root word experience is peer.
But
So we
we're
have a peer view. Go on, Bridget.
but we're three-dimensional beings. So if they're 4D, if they're fourth dimensional beings and they have access and they're already manipulating the spiritual realm, the 4D or the 4D, or let's just call it 4D for right now. If they manipulating that, then they can see through us. They have access to us. If they have access to us in the physical and manipulating this reality, they have to keep us here in order for them to have a means of life.
Yeah,
We
but
have
everyone,
power.
people are just coming here regardless.
Huh?
People are coming here regardless. So this shit, what's going on, is just going to go on and
But
continue.
now I got a question. Hey, knowledge. So what is the purpose? What is the purpose for them doing that shit? Because they ain't just doing that shit just to be, you know what I'm saying? It's a purpose
I
behind that
think
shit.
I think they can't go nowhere. I think they can only travel from 4D to 3D.
So they probably can't exist, even though okay, so they don't have their own bodies because of the curse. And that's what the Nephilim they said they still here. But they incarnate in man's drink, so they and that's why you see people acting crazy, leaning over, looking like zombies
Man,
and
I'm
shit.
finding out. I'm finding
Spirit.
out
There you go.
Energy go to and from. So
Yep.
the
It never
purpose of
disrespect.
them is keeping us here is since they can't get out, we possibly can. They're working us, bro. Huh?
Yeah.
Mining has been all look, the statues from like back then were just statues, huh? But given as artwork, but look at the ruins, huh? Bro, pretty soon the architect is going to change from now to like that George Jetson type shit, huh? Let's get it, huh?
Let's get it. Because they manipulate all of this shit. Motherfucking Elon Musk said that there's gonna come a time where you're not gonna tell the difference between the reality and all in video games because the shit is gonna be too real. They gonna have apps where like see how we on YouTube right now, like we just chilling right here now facing the box. It's gonna be upgraded to where motherfuckers can get in and really be in here, like in the metaverse. But instead of us sitting here on the computer like this in real time, we gonna be like some cartoons,
Avatars.
running through, you know what I'm saying, jumping and
It's coming.
running around,
We
you know.
already are avatars. We already are avatars. Like I
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
like
Yes, in real life.
yeah.
Simulation within a simulation. So that's what I'm saying. If that's a simulation and we know we avatars, then what did that make our reality? A
Okay.
simulation.
Well, this is reality. What remember? Look, if you
Hey,
think about it,
hold on, Blue. Let me say this right
go
quick,
on, my
right?
bad, go
He
on.
right. No. So let me add this in before I forget it. You know, in the Matrix, when you see the second black cat, that's a glitch in the Matrix. When he said it's a simulation inside a civilization, and what you said, Blue, I'm gonna correlate that because we are avatars to our own higher self that we connected to, like how you said earlier. You see what I'm saying? So the simulation within inside the simulation is the glitch in the Matrix. But yeah, go ahead, Blue.
Or, or if you want to take it to nature, a seed is a simulation because it continues to produce. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
And what is
So
the sun and what does the sun and the moon do every day? The same thing. That is a simulation.
exactly. So we are
Nobody's sitting there every day doing this. Sun and moon rise every
right,
day.
but
Not
if you
happening.
think if you think about it, knowledge is that your name, knowledge?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you think about it, big man, it's more of a case of I think more we've lost the way because of the words that we use. We're more assimilated to words now than actually doing the natural process. Going out and seeing in the nighttime the sun and just being, I mean, the moon and just being near it, like manifesting thoughts of what it really is without having to use the indoctrination or other words over people's psychology. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a certain frequency. Do that with the sun. You know what I'm saying? Um, there's ways of self manipulation. You know what I'm saying? Knowing because we're speaking about what they're trying to do. So therefore, we already know how to block it out. You know what I'm saying? Even breathing exercises, things like that, that raises your so-called kundalini. You know what I'm saying? But more time it puts oxygen within your blood cells, which then go to your head, which then create more of the chemicals to combine the dopamine, the selenite, the I remember you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, bro.
Yeah, them things there, the lithium and everything. Remember, a lot of these chemicals that are within us are in things like batteries. Soil's in battery because of the grounding, the nitrogen that's in the soil. All of these things are natural. And they've taken things away and gave us like these religious concepts or
Hey,
you know,
brother Blue, what you say a battery? And that's in the Matrix. When he tried to explain Neo the Matrix, unfortunately it can't be explained. And he said they're trying to turn you into a battery, right? Remember that
yeah.
part?
And there's a saying where in sport it's like someone's put a battery in your back
Yep. There you go. There you go. See?
because it's all about energy and frequency and how you generate it. And trust me, through the jiu-jitsu and mainly Muay Thai that I've done, I generate a lot of like testosterone and um why can't I get these words out? All these other chemicals that give me a boost. Like I
Adrenaline.
feel it. Trust me, it's crazy. But again, I'm not taking away certain books because I've read a lot and they're insightful. And it's how you use that them words, you know what I'm saying? How you take that perspective. Hence why I say the word sin. It's coming from a religious concept that's wanted to keep something negative. Why can't it be called something better?
Well, just cause look, you can't have sincere without sin. So sin is just a word that we get caught up in. But I bet you that missing the mark is a definition. Those definitions come before religious. They just add that in there. You know
But
what I'm saying?
Papa, wouldn't sin also mean sen, the center, missing the mark, meaning you're missing the point. We've been born into a center point of a reality that's been created for us.
I agree.
So sin might not be something bad. It's just been misused and again, like knowledge was saying, by the people that want to control and manipulate our entities.
Yeah, because look at another word, repentance. Repent just means to turn around, huh? Repentance, but they tie that to being saved. But
Repent and repin your ass right in this shit.
Hold on. Let me further break it down. Repent. Intense.
Repin your ass right on down.
All
Like
right, so repent and then repentance, right? So it's like repeating a sentence. You got to look, right? Pin your look, right?
mm-hmm.
Finish your sentence.
Yeah,
Damn.
and that's like the word, like that's it. There's two reals. There's the REEL and there's the REAL. The REAL is the simulation because the AL is the algorithm, which is when you're playing like computer and you want the computer to take over. It's the AL. You know what I'm saying? So the real is the continuation of this simulation, and then you've got the real, which is the continuation of the godly being, or the Elohim, or however they want to call it, or just the supreme beings which we are on this earth. Which the real would be the movie that we're making.
Right, the REEL.
Yeah, like a movie reel. But we're in a different reality.
Yo, oh shit. Look at that old projector like that. That's a 8, huh? It goes and goes, and then energy spans. So that number 8, huh? Let's
And
get it.
they were saying the number 8 is infinity because it's two worlds that keep you reincarnating back and forth, back and forth to
Okay,
one.
look at okay. Look at Back to the Future, huh? Huh? Right?
What you mean?
Back that okay,
To the
the
future. Like
future. Yeah,
we
that
going back
movie.
to
Yeah.
the future.
Yeah, that movie is telling us we're in. I mean, that middle. Okay, that cartoon thing that the last time I was up here. That's the truth. Look, is the attributes disappear, the attributes is physical, they wash off, and then that energy just goes back to the warehouse. So whatever time you are born, look, the 12 lines is the astronomy inside the warehouse. So whenever that energy comes back out, it gets the attributes. Look, I'm born in June, huh? June 4th is my birthday. Hmm? You get the sun and the moon signs and shit. Let's get it.
Mine's July 4th.
Mine July 17th.
But mine won't line up anyway because mine's through the so-called Julius Caesar, and then August is his brother Augustus Caesar or Caesar. Remember, like we're still in Roman um mythology of times, because they had to add on 753 years to
Because look,
catch up.
even what you call it, like Novi and Octi, like October, Oct is 8, you know what I'm saying? Like Octagon, you know what I'm saying? That shit is 8.
Yeah,
No,
But
9,
that's the 10th month though.
Desi is 10. It's
But,
not
but
yeah,
supposed to
yeah,
be because
definitely.
August, or they said Julius Caesar and Augustus added themselves to the calendar.
oh, so 2 more months. I thought so.
July and August.
Commerce. Okay,
But
okay.
remember,
Look,
they
look.
had their own. They had remember
Oh,
they
July.
sorry, sorry,
Nice. I like that.
Okay,
because remember,
12 months make it okay. We're going after the business calendar then, because look, you pay taxes every 3 quarters, huh? I mean, yeah, that's every 4 months, right? You pay
yeah,
tax, huh? That's in the quarters. Come on, let's
yeah,
get
April.
But
so
look. Oh, go ahead.
so New Year's is really the business New Year. Our New Year is in spring. Let's get it.
Hmm. Hey, look. So look, like my boy said about zodiacs, right? I had a debate with Sunkiss, and we had it wasn't a debate, it was just like a nice little conversation, you know what I'm saying? I was just asking questions about the zodiacs because it's like, why do we want to cling to a crab or a scorpion or a man on a horse or um a man pitching a pail of water? Like if you really look at that, all them shits look like sea creatures. And and somehow, some way, it's like we worshiping creatures of the sea. And I just want to know, like, what does that mean? Like, you know, how
It's
could
not your culture.
yeah,
It's not
huh?
your culture. It's not your culture. See, this is a code. This isn't, like I say. This is from a different set of people from a long time ago that has been put on everybody. You know what I'm saying? And you know, throughout the years, they formulated a system where now these zodiacs, because that's what they are, a zoo of arcs or on an arc, um, they're on a they're above a so-called globe. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, the fact that I know a lot about Latin and Roman history or so-called history, it's false. This is why they've had to force it upon. See, you don't force truth on no one. Truth is just known. And even these goddesses and gods that they've used, like Janus for January, February is basically a time of fornication because Faunus is Pan. Pan is the Greek one. Faunus is obviously to fornicate. That's the Roman god. Um, then you've got March, um, which I think someone's name, Mark, take the H off. I think it was Mark Antony, a Roman general. Then
Yeah.
you've got April. I can't remember what Aprila was. I don't know what. I can't even remember that. June something. And obviously, like I say, you know, Octo, Septo, which is 7, Novo, new, and Deca, 10. So again, this ain't the culture of the original Americans or even other Europeans and Middle Eastern people.
And that's why I be saying like, and even when you say like when we say like we a Cancer or we a Scorpio or Leo, whatever you want to call it, is like you saying you got the characteristics of these animals, like of an insect, like a scorpion and a crab is the insect of the ocean. It's an insect of the ocean.
Or
So,
then
so,
you got
so,
the you
so,
got the
so
beast
so
ones.
my thing to that is like, why would we subject ourselves to that? And who is updating that shit every day? You know what I'm saying?
Like
Motherfucker
the
will
fortune
tell you
cookies,
that how
like the
you
fortune
acting.
cookie janks, like it's a machine. The fortune cookie janks, it's a machine to be pumping them shits out. You feel me? The fortune cookie machine, that shit been out for a long time.
Bro,
That's
no. You can go on Google right now and put in your birthday,
I
and they
know, and it's
they
gonna
get
sound
telling
similar
you,
to what's going on with my shit.
come on, bro, damn.
Go ahead.
They gonna get to telling you about how you acting or what's going on in your life. Like, who is updating that every day, and how can some of that shit be accurate? Because some of that shit you be like, damn, I do act like that a little bit.
Yeah, but how many people out of 10 say that? How many people does that pertain to? And that's the falsity of statistics and the consensus. Like I say, they have to pump up everything. See, we're on a stage. Medea is the goddess of illusion, and
Mhm.
this is what they use to see. They'll make headlines out of fabricated speculation, which really, like, I'd just flick off like a fly, and I won't pay it no mind. But a lot of these things we're paying mind to, and it's bullshit. So even all these tarot cards, all of them things there, reading palms, you're not going to be able to read my palm and tell me this and that. And even so, at one point in my life, I might have done something, what it might say one day.
And
So
that
what?
shit in your mind, and they know when they put stuff in your mind, it can activate it.
And see,
You open yourself up to that shit. You not, everybody know me that come on my channel that know me. They know I will repeatedly say this. I don't give a fuck if I say it every live. I do not fuck with them tarot cards. You not reading my hands, my palms, my mind. You're not putting your hand on your hand on my head and trying to. You're not doing none of that shit. I believe in energy, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you not doing none of that. All that reading palm. I be ask people like, for what? If they so got all the powers, get the lottery numbers.
he keep going back to that.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
yeah, the
That's all
lottery
I have
shit.
to say. Because what else do you need to know and read me, bro? Do you know how many I got 17,000 followers on Instagram, bro? Do you know how many people inbox me talking about some they want to read me and they were sent to me to read me? Like, I'm instantly delete, block, get your dumb ass on. You not reading nothing. For what? It's a billion people on Instagram. What the fuck you want to read me for? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I don't get into
Same
that.
thing happening to me, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, my bad. I said the same thing happening to me on different
Yeah.
platforms, different social media platforms, and I've been emailed too. It's like,
Yeah,
man, it's not to be an overload of things.
yeah, like move. You not no, you know what you see is you know you can't read me. That's what it is. You can't look at me and read me because my shit is centered. I don't subject to none of that shit. I don't proclaim to be no religion or none of that shit. Yes, I'm gonna study it. I'm gonna indulge in it so I can expand my consciousness to understand what's going on in this reality. Other than that, I'm not subjecting to nothing. None of that shit. You don't know you don't know the source or the origin of tarot cards or none of that shit. You don't know it. Motherfucker be like, yeah, you can read me. Motherfucker be on here on YouTube, be saying that they spiritual readers, but being all type of YouTube beef, exposed, all kind of shit. That's not a spiritual reader. And read your motherfucking self. Don't read me. I'm cool on that. I'm cool. I don't do those. If y'all get into that shit, that y'all like genocide, you get into that shit.
All right, so let me tell you about that. So you got some people. Look, you ready? You ready? You know. I always got a cold, calculated response. It was like, yo, that nigga spoke too fast. He go to genocide shit. You
Yeah,
ready? Now look.
your ass did that shit.
All right, so look, check this out, right? You got people with genuine gifts. Some people use it for good or bad, but then you got other people who don't even have a gift but just learn good at shit and be fucking shit up. So like, I can't say yay or nay, and I judge shit accordingly. But for the most part, I stay away from that type of shit. But I can tell you there are some people out here who know some shit. But everybody, when it comes to esoteric shit or shit that can be used for greed or for malevolent purposes, a lot of times people fall victim to not being responsible with using their gifts and what they learn. And it can be turned into something like when we spell it, when we say something like the word culture, like pig Latin, you say something, you say it backwards. But cult in your is culture. So what is your cult? Everybody has a school of thought or a cult. And then if you say something foreign to it, is disagreement, so people get upset. You see what I'm saying? Like this some real shit. Like you feel me? Like I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. But nah, no bullshit. Like when you actually thinking about stuff, people have a way of thinking. So I like to learn the schools of thoughts and see what it is, and I see what the truth is and what's real, and what I can identify, what I can prove in measurements. But I try not to be on that. I try
What are
to.
you talking about?
So like when it comes to like,
No, I'm talking about what Noble talking about. You said that don't
okay.
mean a person can read you, especially if you're talking about energy.
Oh yeah, yeah. So basically, okay.
I was gonna
So
say
a
that.
person definitely can't just read you, especially if they don't know energy. See, people are kind of attracted by you, but what type of attraction they got for you? You see what I'm saying? Is it on some positive build shit, or is it, hey, I see this person has energy that I can try to manipulate and shit? You see what I'm saying?
I'm saying though, listen, why though, gang? That's my whole thing. Listen, asking me to read me, G, is like asking me my bank account number, G.
That's the
Yes,
difference
yes,
between God and Satan.
yeah,
That's the difference between God and Satan. God gonna build with you.
yeah.
A God gonna build with you.
Satan
Satan
gonna
gonna try to destroy you.
he gonna try to eat you.
He gonna try to home your energy and destroy you and use you.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is you asking me? Like, for what? What you want to read my energy for? No, my shit is sacred. You not reading the shit. Read your
You,
heart. Like,
you know,
a lot of shit to get to where I'm at. Like, you not finna just read my energy for what?
That's just like a nosy neighbor. That's like nosy people stealing everybody else's business but their own. See?
Like, that's crazy. Like,
also as well, like I've been around hundreds of people. I was in jail for like nearly about 6.5 years or something. And I've been around so many different people, not just thugs in jail or nothing like that. You have like when I went to like my lesser years, you meet different people who did fraud and whatever. So all types of backgrounds. And also for the last 15 years, I'd say, you've got people who follow fashion too much. So, you know, it's easy nowadays to kind of read people because they'll have certain mannerisms that's being copied. They'll have certain what are they called? Thingy buzzwords that are being used. You know what I'm saying?
Tone of voice.
Right. And even the way like a man or a woman will approach. And because I've been around so many people, and because once you've been around so many people, that's when you get to know the energy and the frequency that someone's coming with. So like I say, all of this, someone wanting to read you, you don't even know me. You get me? Like, are you gonna even approach me to ask that when you don't even know me? Know me? Like, fuck.
That's
So
like
yeah,
that's like me telling you like yeah, Blue, yeah, I'm gonna need to see your ID. Like, nigga,
Hey, look,
like what?
how somebody gonna read me if I ain't finished writing my book yet? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still writing my book, still thinking up ideas creatively. You can't fucking read me. I can't even look. I ain't even. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is, man. I tell people, man, hey, listen, man, energy is a real thing. You don't know what that person just did with their hands. You don't even know if they washed their hands before they even read you. You don't even know if they ate the right foods in their body to even be invoking or speaking anything over you. Energy is fucking real. That shit is within them and it's coming out of them onto you. And you gonna allow that? No. My shit is whoop, whoop, you're not even getting in my aura. That shit not even coming my way.
but knowledge. Check this though. See, I look at things on a base, natural society vibe, where it's like someone may wanna get energy and happiness for their own self by helping somebody. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna feel a completion within them because they may have helped someone. You know what I'm saying? That's not like sucking energy, but then you've got people who want to force a certain narrative or come with a certain energy on purpose to see a reaction, but then to still get a certain frequency from it, a certain
Manipulate.
completion. Yeah, to see someone in disharmony with themselves. And
Let me
this is the society that we're living in.
let me ask all of y'all a question. And then after y'all answer the question, I'm gonna ask y'all another question. So do y'all believe in right and wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Genocide, you believe in right and wrong?
I believe in that.
Do
There's.
you believe in right or wrong? Yes or no, bruh? Damn, you ain't got to break it down.
I knew you was gonna do that. My
Your name
first
is
words, I
King
said.
Breakdown. Because your ass be wanting to break down everything, bro.
All right, let me say it like this. Yes, there is a right or wrong, but I believe that there is. It's
Bro,
more
that's all
complex.
weight, bro.
Hold
That's
on, hold on. Let me just say
asking.
this,
You
and
say
that's the
yes,
reason why I'm saying
no, bro.
yes. Yeah, yes.
Bro.
I'll,
I'm
I'll,
trying
I'll
to
Noble,
put
what's
something
up,
in.
man?
God
peace,
damn.
noble.
What's up, Noble Peace? Um,
Yo,
um,
I'll quickly say, yeah.
okay, so everybody answered.
Yeah, I don't do belief, but I know and comprehend right and wrong.
Okay, okay. So look,
Because belief would say that you're confused in it, that you don't see it, or you do.
okay, we can get to that. But look, if um so I was reading and it was saying that you know, because remember we was talking about light and dark, balance, all that shit, and life is about balance. So is there really right and wrong? And it was saying like, so if somebody that you love somebody that you love did something wrong to somebody else, and then that person came to the house to do harm to that person, would you tell them that that person is in there, or would you lie to them? But what that person did was wrong in that person's lifestyle. So
Mm, man, that's powerful.
is that right or wrong?
But what's the with
Are you
spinning?
right or are you wrong?
Hey, you are wrong because paying that shit forward, man. I mean, go ahead, man. That's powerful, man. You were wrong.
Hold on, hold on. I heard what
Go
you
ahead.
about to say. I said, okay, so there's order and there's chaos. There's building and there's destroying. Sometimes you need to build, sometimes you need to destroy. And I ain't trying to use what DMX said, but it's true. Sometimes what we think is good or evil or positive, negative, like, hey, or telling the truth, and sometimes you ain't supposed to tell the truth. If telling the truth fuck some shit up, you ain't supposed to do that shit.
But listen, you believe in right and wrong though.
Just don't say shit. But look, you ain't got to say.
Haha, you see,
Oh yeah, hold on. Okay. Now
you reflecting on the fact that life is about
now I can explain it like this. Thank you for saying that shit. Now you got right and wrong. So if you say that shit, even though you're telling the truth, that's the wrong fucking thing to do.
All right, what about this example then? God, this is a true example that I went through. So one of my brethren who ain't a brethren no more, he used to beat up his girl, and his girl basically asked me if I can ask my baby mom, who was her brethren, if she can like hide there. I said, yeah.
What? Wait, what?
Right. One of my ex brethrens, he used to beat up his girl to a point where it was just getting out of control. You get me? So she asked me if she was okay to stay, if I was okay with her staying at my baby mother's car. They were brethren, and I said, yeah, that's cool, hide there. And on at least 3 or 4 occasions, the guy at the time was asking me, yo, do you know where my baby is? You know where my girl is? Rare. And I was saying, no. Was I in the wrong? Because if I'd said yeah, then a heap of trouble would happen. So sometimes these conversations come back to a standpoint of
balance.
What's actually in the situation, what's going on. That's what it will always come down to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my cup still. Respect to Jedediah.
That's what I'm saying. It's fucked up the way we was taught life. Like, because like I was saying, we'll see a 10-year-old outside with a gun, and we'd be like, hey man, put that gun down, man. You don't know, you a kid. But you would go across the world in Afghanistan, and them motherfuckers is over there, little kids with big ass AKs. And it's
I seen that in another country.
Okay, because the purpose change. You know what I'm saying? The purpose. That 10-year-old in Afghanistan is under terror more than this one around us. But I get it. When you go down, then it's purpose.
Really?
Come on, let's get it.
Copperton, really?
I'm saying, no, look.
In America,
Afghanistan,
are teenagers and kids really safe in America from genocide?
Hold on. The U.S. Army went to Iraq and all that and took they shit. So they fair game. They going up against terrorists. Terror.
That's what happened in the 20s, though. That's what America did to the original Aboriginals or Indians.
I'm
Bombed all of the
saying, but
towns.
we know better. I mean, we got dope. The reason that 10-year-old got that pistol is for dope. Huh? Come on.
I don't care about that. You know why?
I mean,
Because
I
other
do
people,
though.
you didn't bring that into. You didn't bring that.
But I'm
You
saying,
didn't bring all this genocide and these police killing innocent people.
The purpose though. Purpose. I broke it down to purpose. I
hear that.
Okay, that's all, bro. Come on, man. We are building, man. No, but man, what's up? Let's get it.
Peace, Noble. The Noble guys, though.
Peace and love. Can y'all hear me all right?
What up, Noob? Peace.
Salute. We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. About reading.
Yo, Mike bad, bro.
No, man, that's about
Hey, Noble New. Hey, join leave out, join right back in, and we're gonna put you right back up. Dom, your microphone messing up, Rick. I don't know. It does that sometimes, bro.
Yo, you see what Copper was saying? That's what it's coming back down to. You get me? Perspectives and balancing the condition of what's happening, where the right and wrong's being used in a certain situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's heightened situations more than others in different areas, you know. So people have a different outlook or perspective to what is right and wrong. People in Afghanistan aren't going to be thinking some people will know it's wrong to have a 10-year-old with an AK-47. But we'll see that in this humanitarian genocide of their people, they need it. They need as many people with that as possible at that time. It's been like that for years. They've been fighting for like hundreds of years, man.
Hey, cause look. I watched something in the 50s. Afghanistan was the place to be. People in that part of the world wasn't even thinking about coming to America. Huh? All that shit is in ruins. We're the only landmass that ain't been hit like that. Those Pearl Harbors and 9/11, they did that. Let's get it. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there's money. They generate money by creating wars on their own turf, creating domestic terrorism. And remember, they were over there for the oil, but now it's changed because when you've got the Saudi Arabians and Qataris who are basically now loaning a lot of this oil money to a lot of American investors, that shit will still happen, but it will only happen from when Saudi Arabia and Qatar and places like that, they don't get bombed. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're Muslim states, but Qatar was made by the British in the 40s. A lot of them places over there was made by white man. The
Whoa.
British.
So blue. So hey, I know that Saudi Arabia is like the hookup. That's how they connected the dollar to the petrol like that. But what you saying is Saudi Arabia don't get bombed like that, huh?
No, blood. You really think you really think Elon Musk is as rich as them man over there? They don't have money.
Yeah,
They have
hey,
they
hey.
have they have they have they have they have resource.
So blue, so blue. Is it true that they don't see that money like that? They
No.
want you on like respect levels and like higher levels and shit.
Yeah, because they're emirs. That's the Emirites, the Emirites, the emirs.
Oh, so
They're
going
still
back to the
princes.
Book of Commerce with that "ite" shit on the end, bro. Let's get it.
Yeah, because they've got princes, sultans still, and these people have been in cahoots with the British. They marry into it. You know what I'm saying? Hence why these people will fund wars with the
So
British
blue.
in America.
Sorry,
Look
bro.
at Kuwait. Look at Kuwait. Kuwait was made by the British and then controlled by the Saudis. Desert
So
Storm.
so is that why they got rid of the princess because she
No,
was?
they didn't get rid of the princes. They got rid of Saddam Hussein.
No, I'm saying, remember the princess was going to marry the some sheik or something, and she got killed.
Oh,
Princess
Princess Diana.
Diana. Yeah,
Yeah, because it was
she was
yeah,
pregnant
Princess
by.
Didi, go there.
Okay,
Because they
my
didn't want it. They didn't want Islam. Remember, you have to remember. A lot of the British aren't. The word British is Breton, the Bretons, which is from Gaelic, which was in where France is now. Before France was called France, there was in Brittany and Saxony. So these people were fighting with the Andalusians before it was called Spain. Because Espanol was in America, still is. The Spain in what's over in Europe is a corporation because Andalusia, Catalonia, Basque, they don't respect or accept Espanol because they know it's fake. And they spoke Arabic, them Moors, and they were fighting the other people, the Gaelic people. And them there, the Bretons are the ones who terrorized everywhere. That's why you have the Britain with the red, white, and blue, France with the red, white, and blue, and America with the red, white, and blue. Are they all of the same people? They were infighting when they split in America. You get me? the French and the British.
Yeah, yeah. So
The
that makes
Spaniards weren't the people that originally came over from Andalusia. They were white mulatto people. So they've been fighting for time. So they've had years of this constructing, and throughout the years, obviously, the higher you go, the more again they're respected. So this is why you have Saudi Arabia, Doha, Qatar, who don't get touched. Dubai don't get touched. You get me, and Heathrow Airport, Kennedy, all of them airports, your big finance companies, they are financed or invested by a lot of the Saudis, a lot of oil money. You really think they can go over there and try and bomb that and not get no oil? No, come on, man. This is why you see certain other puppets who they say have got millions and all this wealth and that. That ain't wealth. That's bullshit. Fiat currency, promissory note.
And Blue. So let me go back and forth with you for a quick second. So when we say fiat currency, I'll keep yourself unmuted because I'm gonna give it right back to you so people for the audience can.
No, I just don't want no feedback in it.
All right, so okay, I got you. But look, check this out, right? So our money used to be backed by gold. Blue, explain that one.
Yeah, because that's a natural currency. Like when I got raided by the police, they left all of my gold. They didn't take it because that don't go to the treasury. See, Britain and America are in debt because of these promissory notes don't go to the treasury and cancel out any debt. They have to have gold and silver. And if you look at the American dollar sign or the sign, what it had one line through it because it was gold and ultra sterling silver cattle that was used as marketing, you know what I'm saying, in currency. Then it changed to the two lines, which became people. And it's the same with over here with the pound sign.
So that's probably why when you look at change, it looks silver, but it's not really made of silver or kinda. And then the bronze penny represents the gold that we used to have, right?
I'm not sure about that, but I know a lot of the gold, like getting 24 karat gold, like still going to be filled with certain things. It's only going to be like 85, not even that, probably 75, 77% pure gold. A lot of 9 karat gold's full up with full up. Someone's eating some M&Ms.
Somebody
Yeah, I'm
open.
about to say who digging in the bag?
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
Like,
Digging in
damn.
the M&Ms.
Like, somebody digging in the
Them
bag.
bitches
You know what I mean? Trying to get that one last M&M in the corner of the packet. Turn it upside down.
Hey, that's why I went on mute. I got the crunching over here. I'm like, let me go on mute. Real
Oh,
quick.
that's knowledge. Yeah, man. Yes.
No, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
That was Get It Down. I was on mute.
Oh, it won't you? Okay.
I start eating when I cut my camera.
Somebody listen to Ice Spice and Munching. You know what I'm saying?
But remember as well, King, when the Federal Reserve, they're their own entity. You know, it's like you already had the Royal Mint that was in Britain, and then the Federal Reserve came in to basically loan fake money after they'd stolen all the gold anyway, and made people giving the gold to these promissory notes. And mainly it was the original Americans, the copper color Americans, or the colored people, as it was termed later on. You know what I'm saying? They were being tricked into giving gold away because it was being stolen and stuff like that. And then obviously the Federal Reserve was giving money. Bearing in mind, a lot of your towns was being bombed as well 10, 12, 15 years before that. So these people came over and just did a fuckery. And then people want to like always like look at you downtrodden like you aren't done, like you just let this happen, like people didn't die. Like we've even over here and in America, I'm always in America, and we've all been given a culture which is supposed to be called this black culture of killing each other, knife crime, gun crime, drugs. That's not our culture. We ain't thugs or anything like that. You get me?
Yeah, Blue. But
we're
another
still
thing, we got another culture that actually, you know, the good loving culture, what we actually care about each other.
exactly.
but they
Well, that's
don't.
what they don't want to see. They don't want to
Thank
show
you.
that.
And they don't show you that shit on the media. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah.
What you're telling me? There weren't no good, sensitive man who was strong, like some of my uncles and that. You know what I'm saying? Strong man, but sensitive, but will fucking snap your neck.
Exactly.
Or will go and give a woman a bunch of flowers. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm a man where if you get on my bad side, I'll probably almost murder you. You disrespect me and my children, I will murder you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a kind, sensitive, emotional guy, and I will help anybody. I don't care what nationality or color you are. You know what I'm saying?
We
Whose
got
child you
the
may be.
same earth, right? We got the same neighborhood. We family, even though we got our differences, our diversity. And I understand about separating or segregation, not on the economic or on just on a color basis, but on a reality basis. That there's groups of people, and to make shit flow more fluently. But like the beginning of this video, because dude won't influence in black culture, he probably was stereotypically scared, and for a reason. I can understand why he ran away. You feel?
Yeah, but you know what it is as well, King? A lot of man, right? See, I do kind of see in separation in a way.
Yep.
Because the only reason you can't is because when you get certain people who haven't had nothing before and they get that bag, they're scared of like not doing what they're told to
Yep.
have that bag. You know what I'm saying? Only being the token gesture Negro to go and help a few schools. That's more mixed.
And then
Anyway,
you got to realize a lot of things that when a black person do something good, it's not going to be, or just people. Or like, how often do you, not even just a black person, see a lot of our issues in our communities actually affect everybody. How often do you hear about somebody doing something good? This was like a great thing. You don't hear that shit often, do you?
no, but
At all.
I see it on YouTube. I mean, I see it on Facebook and Instagram. I see certain brothers doing things. I see certain women making businesses and things like that. Like, I don't want it to be all, like I say, a token gesture of commercialization of look what this black man's done today. You know what I'm saying? Like previously on black men didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now one's doing
Yes,
something.
you're right. You're right.
Like,
So it
nah, fuck
leaves
all
out the
that. They
people.
don't
It
do it to
leaves out
white
the people
people.
who didn't have the opportunity. So one thing that I want to address in our community, a lot of black men are pushed to the limits. They have to work harder than everybody. We teach. We notice. Everybody noticed too. But the thing is, because of all these luxury lifestyles and the social media is just basically pictures and videos of people posting one. They not celebrities. Celebrities don't even chill like that. Regular people trying to chill like celebrities on social media, and people being gumped to the situation and falling into a consumerism. I
But
mean,
then you get the fake celebrities trying to act normal, which then people fall
damn.
into as well, thinking, "Oh, look at him, he's like us." No, he's not. No, they're not. No, she's not. You dickhead.
Mhm.
Like, stop it.
And these celebrities, these people look up to, it takes 10 to 20 people to get them right and to edit and to do everything so you see them in the image and the light you see them in. And then if they ain't even, if that shit don't work, guess what? I'll put a million fucking views on your channel after 10 minutes of worth of watching that shit. And people expose what how that goes. Like you heard about like somebody not going platinum, and then all of a sudden they bought a certain percentage of their shit so it can go platinum. See, people will see the buzz and want to be a part of the bandwagon. And it can be a good or a bad thing. But at the same time, make sure you what people said, this is what our parents taught us. We need to give this to this generation. If everybody going to jump off a bridge, are you going to jump off that bridge? I'm
Hey, what's going on with this picture? I seen that picture before. What you think about it?
Okay. So let's go on to this one. Y'all ready? So let's this picture. I know everybody. So I presented this picture right here. So supposedly in Siberia in Russia, they was excavating some stuff and digging up some stuff with a large equipment, and all of a sudden they found this shit, and they saying that this shit is a statue that they can't even recreate to the day. It could be real or fake, but they said that this could be a petrified fallen angel. It's so many different things, but they say this is a real statue they dug up. And it's just remarkably nice. Like, even if they didn't just dig it up and somebody made that and put it there, I look at it like this. Some people look at the detail of that shit.
Look at what technologies petrify things.
Hmm.
I was watching something the other day on Anunnaki alien type shit because I'm in this space now, and it said like a blast or something like that leaves things petrified. But petrified is a emotion, right? Like terrified, but terrified, terror. You're terrified of terrorists on this terror dome of ours, Earth, huh? Let's get it, huh?
All right. So this is what I heard, right? If you seen God's face, it would petrify you. Look, you'd be frozen in the stone. So
Whoa,
say
whoa, 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 whoa. Okay,
let's
Moses,
say it's one of the
Moses.
fallen angels, right? And it was fucking up or something, and God came straight down and looked right at it, and it's boom, petrified.
There's no God.
Moses
There's no
couldn't,
God.
couldn't unsee the face of God? Man, Moses
There's
was
no
talking
God.
to an alien.
He had to
Huh?
have a veil on, right? Now look at his eyes. Doesn't it have a veil over his eyes?
Looks like Prometheus.
Hey, look.
And I've
So
been to a Russian
When
museum.
Moses seen God, or when he had experience up in the mountain, he came back down with a veil over his face.
I
See,
don't
that's
believe
why
in none of that.
that's why niggas be wearing hoods.
I don't believe in none
Yo,
of
yo,
that.
like,
Hey,
I love doing that shit.
but blue. Hey,
Yes,
hey,
I've been to a Russian
all of
museum. I've been
our
to Russia
meat
quite
suits
before.
was made by aliens, man. Huh?
Bam, there is no fucking alien. Alien
Man,
means man.
our meat suits,
Listen,
that
let me break down the word
explains
alien
how
for you. Let me
our
break
meat,
down the word
hey,
alien for you,
that,
fucker.
hey,
Oh,
that
my
explains
friend.
ashes to ashes, dust to dust. That body, that meat suit, hey, that meat suit self-destructs and has parasites in it that helps flies, huh? Huh?
What's that?
Okay,
That's like
blue,
James
blue.
Bond, though.
Man, aliens put
So
this meat
look at this
suit
picture.
together. Man, let's get
Fucking
it, huh?
fucking graduate.
Check this picture out, right? Do y'all think this was somebody created this, or is
Yes,
it?
yes, 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 yes.
Oh,
Because,
comment
like I
so
say,
somebody created
I've
this?
Hey,
listen.
you
I've been
did,
to a
man.
Russian museum, right? When I fought in Russia, I've been to one of their museums, and when you go in there, they have a lot of canonized so-called black people. So for me, this is an unfortunate shit attempt. They should have done this years ago. Well, they've already put out information that most of their canonized saints, because you have to get canonized to be a saint, were dark skinned.
So canon law.
Canon.
That's a type of law. Come on, let's go.
Hey, Blue. So you know
Yeah,
that guy,
bullshit.
the
I
first
heard
Roman
Atlantis.
general. He was like Septimius or something, but it was actually a black guy, and they portray him as white. Blue. I know you know about this, some shit like this. You know, it's
Who?
actually a black guy, but it was like
Sepinra.
Hey, look.
Septimius or something.
Hey, look.
Who?
I heard.
Serapis Sepinra.
Yep.
Hey,
Serapis. There you go. That was
hey, look.
actually a black guy. Oh, not
I
now. Let's
heard
go.
Atlantis. I heard Atlantis. I heard Atlantis didn't sink.
So
It
where's
went.
Atlantis?
They said it went underneath in the ocean. Like it didn't sink though. Like that's
How's
the
it gonna sink?
like that's the, like you know what I'm saying sink as far as like got destroyed, but
Yeah, like a mud flood. They'd say it was a mud
Man, the
flood.
alien nuclear bomb, man. The nuclear blast comes from the technology from aliens, huh?
Latrell, what have you been watching?
Man, I'm on
Where's
some
this
higher shit, man.
where's this alien talk come from? You give me
Man,
trouble. I'm not gonna
it's
lie.
been there, but I got the heart to say it, man. Let's get it, huh?
Listen, let me break down the word alien. Like I said already, the word al, yeah, simulation. The word ion, or the word ian, the name Ian. It means man, right? So any word with the ion at the end of it, condition, is to do with the operation of a person, a being doing it. Even the word being is supposed to be beyond, Beion, ion. I don't know why I said
Actually, you right though. But this is a proper way of an alien. L means elder. So it's people that existed way beyond our years, who have
oh,
far more
definitely.
wisdom and higher technology and understanding of what's really going on in this reality. Who actually created this reality through AI. That's why they call it alien, because they created the AI.
Yo, that
Oh,
name,
whoa.
Demaria,
Okay,
that's like my
okay.
son's name, Demaria Robinson. Sorry.
Okay, bro. Whoa. So they dumbed us down then, huh? Let's get it, huh? What,
Look,
what?
look at the word. Look. Copper, look at the word Austra, which means southern or south. Alien, Australian. It means a southern man. Even the word Sudan means southern. You can't be Sudanese because that just means south man. Sud. Sud. You have to get the linguistics right, and then it will put you on course more. Because obviously, none of us can go back to alien talk.
Hey, Blue.
Alien means Aryan.
Hold
They
on.
don't want you certain things. They don't want you talking about, bro. They shut me down all the time for getting in that Nazi Aryan. So Aryan are the aliens. Look at who got the technology. Even with Tesla,
I hear
he's a
that. I hear
Jew.
that. I hear that.
He's
But they got it from the Moors.
huh?
They got it from
What?
the German Moors that they shipped out to Ghana in the late 17 and early 1800s, and even in the mid 1800s.
So is Einstein a German Moor Jew? I mean,
Them people there, Einstein, yeah, which means one stone, right? Meaning there's no stone unturned. And these people are fake. These people were like, again, charlatans of a lot of real knowledge that they were doing within Catholicism with the Moors. You know, around like the Iberian Peninsula and so-called Spain and them places there was high technology going on.
All right.
These
So
people stole it.
hold on, Blue. What's this? Hey, Nollis, what you showing right here?
Well, I don't know what the hell this is.
It look like a face.
And look, they say when trees, these little trees and shit, that's like little grass and shit. They be saying like
going on the rock.
they be saying that was life was in there before. Like I don't know.
I mean,
I be
it's
thinking
possible.
them Titans is real and shit.
Oh, so you saying? Oh yeah, something. Oh, that's a
Petrified. It was petrified.
It's in
look at
South
it.
America.
Look at it. That's the head that we seeing in the mountain is his body. We just can't see the rest. Can we see the full shit?
Hold on, I got some.
It's in South America, that is.
It look like you got more than one face. You see that shit?
yeah,
So,
yeah, they got like 2-3 faces on.
you see that shit? That nigga seen that shit. Hey, look. Hey.
See that vagina?
Oh, see that one on the right? That shit like, oh, damn.
Bro, did you see the big fist?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
No, Larry, that's how I
that's
used to yell. I'm not
that's
gonna
the
lie.
vagina and butthole, man.
That reminded me of
Look
something.
at that shit. Big ass booty.
That reminded me from something the other night.
That's crazy.
That I had to leave on the sofa. Anyway, that looks mad. They look mad.
And
Even the color of it.
we call they assholes caves. That's crazy.
Look at the one in Puerto Rico on the right hand side.
Like looking at something petrified. Like
Some that looks like one of them Mayans though, like a fake Mayan. You know, like a mongoloid.
Yeah, that man got a monkey head, like, but yeah.
Elongated alien head.
No, see that
elongated chin.
Yeah,
look at that.
That's
Look,
a Hasbro.
Prime. Look at Optimus Prime.
So look, you think about like somebody with a brain. When it's bigger, they probably smarter. But think about an elongated skull. Like that's not only a giant, but with a giant with elongated skulls. Not all giants have elongated skulls.
That's
Guess what?
alien,
Guess what? But think who that is, though. This is who it really is. If you think about it, it's actually a child because when you're pulled out the womb, your head is elongated because your body can be manipulated because it's so soft. It's like a crab going through a waxing stage of the shell. The shell gets soft, and then our grandmothers or elders, matriarchs or whatever you want to call them, of the family shapes and molds your head.
And look,
so roundness or something like that.
And look, and you become God because you hover over the waters.
Remember they ripped out
you become God because you hover above the waters out of the darkness of the deep.
Remember they ripped out their stomachs. So them ain't no babies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And as well, women have babies typically now as
Hold on.
well.
So the
Oh,
Nephilim, because they had the genetic imbalance, it was like inbreeding because we are just like them, but that's inbreeding. So that's why the deformity came out, and they actually ripped through their stomachs like a C-section.
So that's called calls for the 6 fingers and 5 toes. I mean 6 toes and 6 fingers and
Yes,
shit.
yes, that's the remnant.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
go. Uh,
that's that Signoria Weaver complex. From
Alien
Alien
again,
first
area,
Melech.
area.
So,
Come
some of the traits
on.
ain't physical. You feel me? Some of the traits ain't physical. You can just pick up. You're like, hold up, this motherfucker got some extra sharpness and some shit. You feel me? Like,
But the reason babies now are like struggling to come out is because women are laying down. You need to stand up and crouch and let it come out. That was the natural process. Nowadays, you're straining, you're pushing, girl having to take epidurals and that so they don't shit themselves. Like that's why they have so much stress.
So the hidden crouch tiger movie, huh?
Yeah,
Man, the Titans was the Transformers. Mm-hmm.
yeah. The new Transformers coming out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to that, even though I am 36.
It's already at the movie theater.
Hey
Is
man,
it? Not is
talking
it
about
here?
four Transformers,
Look
man.
at
They
that shit. That's a
landed in a
Transformer.
fucking mountain,
That
and
looks like Jeepers Creepers. Where you
huh,
get those peepers, Jeepers Creepers? Where you get those eyes?
uh, that shit was.
Yeah, I like Transformers. I like the noise they make when they transform. I've always liked
all
that.
right, all right. So let me explain Transformers right quick. Now, hold up, go back to it. So my brother told me they are the fallen angels or the angels, like Metatron. You know how you got Megatron, but if you look up Enoch, he turned into his name came to be Metatron. That's when he ascended and walked.
Yeah. Let's
Bro,
go.
he knows,
You see, I got
man.
some shit built up, right?
If you look at the Hermes,
All
if
the
you
time,
look
Look,
at
bro.
Hermes,
inside
Yeah.
your movies, inside your sitcoms, you always think the good guy is good and the bad guy is bad.
Look at this.
You
Look at this.
let me explain it to you, right? The superhero has amazing powers and can save the world, but doesn't do it. You
that's
ever
like Batman, innit? Batman and Joker. Batman can always kill the
Now
Joker,
look
but
at this
never
dude
does.
from Transformers. Look at this dude from Transformers right here.
who is that?
Drift. Now look at this.
Oh,
That's
you know
that
who he looks
mountain
like?
shit.
Look
That's
at
that.
this.
He looks like a
Yeah,
Dejin.
that's that one.
I'll
Look
go
at that.
to.
Yeah,
And look, that's even a broken tooth. I mean,
it
that's a
look
tooth.
lioness, don't it? It look lioness, don't it?
Yeah.
But
Let's
look at the
go.
bottom of it, right? You know, when you look at the bottom, look at the chin, the outline of that, and then look that where your mouse pointer is now. That looks like it's connected even more down. Like that was a, you know, further down there might have been an entrance or something. Like that could be a massive fort or something. You know what I'm saying? Under all that.
Oh, right here. Right here.
Yeah, yeah. Could be
I
that
didn't
looks
see
like
that.
an entrance.
Mm.
See, because America had star forts, and
Let
as
me see.
well, people was
Ooh,
using.
ooh, ooh, look. Hey, when y'all have time, guess what year Transformer the cartoon? I was in love with Transformers 2. The first one
1984.
came out in 1984.
I
Bro,
just said that.
I ain't
I've seen them all, and the GoBots.
when when he landed, they landed into a mountain, but when they came to AI,
Yes,
wrong them
yeah.
too. That fucking satellite. So Transformer is okay. Terraform. That's just moving the earth, huh? Earth movers. Let's
Hold on.
go.
Let me break it
Let's
down.
go.
Hold on. They got a transfer, right? So they ain't in this dimension. They disguise as robots, but actually they in a higher dimension. They have to use a physical vessel to be in their avatars in this dimension.
Yeah,
They're dumbing down
changing
to
form.
get to us to bro the 3D, huh?
I found it. Look, check this out. Share this shit, knowledge. Watch this. I found it. Hold on, give me a quick second. You remember the Transformers shit you showing, right?
That looks like God's
Movie called War of the Gods.
incarnate.
Look, you see this shit? Hold on. He got to go to it right quick.
So, bro, those the fallen angels, the fucking
did y'all see that movie?
technology
that's exactly
for real.
I was letting
nuclear
y'all
blast petrified them, huh?
Look,
Hell yeah, I was letting y'all cook up, but them the Transformers, all these superheroes,
hold on.
special powers, all them motherfuckers is the fallen ones, bro.
Now check this out, right?
Yeah,
now,
man. Yeah. I know, bro. I get it.
Now you seen how Metatron looked, it right? Don't he look like the Djinn in that movie? Did y'all see Clash of the Titans?
Which one? The old one?
No, the newest one. But it came out like 10 years ago or something.
No, I think I might have seen the other one.
But look, they had the Djinn in there, right? And look, don't the Djinn look like Megatron? Look at him. Don't look at that face.
Whoa, Jinn, Muslim, right? That's the Muslim.
This movie,
boogeyman there, right? Jinn, right?
Yeah, the Jinn.
Let's go.
Look, and it was a black guy who played it. Look at this.
Jinn. Yeah, isn't that Franklin Saint from that thing?
Okay, so let me explain the origin of Jinn. So if we heard of a genie, it comes from the word the Jinn or magic users.
No, we know, bro.
No, it comes from the word or the word Jen as well, meaning
third grade, bro.
No, some people don't know that. Some people don't know that shit knowledge. So
highly intelligent over here.
Or they might not know it. It's in context of what we say.
We're not teaching a class, bro.
Whoa, but knowledge, not Okay. Connect genie to Genesis, generation, general, all that G E N is. Let's go.
The general. Look, the general, the generous.
And people call themselves that all the time.
Look, the generous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, hit this shit. Look, let's keep building. Let's keep connecting.
King Genocide.
Hey, you want to know? Now, let me break down my name right quick, right? Well, if you go to look me up, when you look up King Genocide, right? You heard of Hitler and there's 6 million people that died with the Jewish Holocaust, right? But if you look up King Genocide, it pulls up King Leopold from Germany before World War II, and in the Congo in Africa, where over 10 million Africans were killed.
So, because it's killing the gene.
Blue, see, most people don't know about shit like that.
Well, why would I
want the second? Yeah, from Belgium.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Listen. Why would I want to name myself after some motherfucker?
No, I didn't. I didn't even know about that. Every time my friends tried to type in my name and look up my content, that's what kept showing. But it's funny, it brought up the awareness of it. That's the truth. I can't even make that shit up.
That's mad. He's seen as the king of genocide then, Leopold, because of what he did. But he never gets brought up in history as a genocidal maniac.
Yeah. Thank you. So my name accidentally pulls up information.
Who gets that? Hitler, right? Exactly. Hitler gets that, huh? Let's go.
Yeah, and he was funding him.
Oh, so Hitler took power after that guy too.
That's why, bro. That's why, Blue, huh?
Okay, so we breaking it down. Look,
I remember he was getting a lot of information from Japan, right, and then places over there as well, because he was following what the Moors were doing in places like Philippines, where King Felipe. That's where that comes from. The Philippines, from Felipe or whatever, a Moor. So Hitler was following so-called Moorish sciences from over there. This is why they killed him off. This is why you had like the Nagasaki bombings and everything, the A bomb being done over there.
Blue. Okay, so bro,
you had to take it all off Hitler and then demonize him.
Hey, Blue. So, do you know about the Philippines being tied to the birth certificate type shit and that gold and shit after World War II type shit? You have understanding
Yeah, because that's it happened.
Let's
It's not
go.
just the Philippines, it was Cambodia, Vietnam. Well, Vietnam came later. You know what I'm saying? In fact, Cambodia, them they came about 30 years later, but they didn't finish. You know what I'm saying? And this is the maddest thing, like I said, they create war to create money from then bringing people over, like the Japanese. And then what do? They ship out all of the industry to Japan and places like that, Hong Kong, because they're still owned, you know what I mean, commercially by like Britain and places like that, America. So like what they did with Hitler was get him out the way, create a smoke screen that he was this and that. But on the flip side, they wanted to take all the resources that he was creating and the gold and things like that up in the Philippines. And um it's mad. How do you think you got Philippines in the in South America? You know what I'm saying? How do you think you've got them Chino people there?
So okay, so they brought, is it some names? Like, is it some modern day names like cities or like communities, kind of like Chinatown? Is
Well,
it
yeah, because
like
China's
that?
called Nippon. No, is China Nippon or is that Japan? I think Japan's Nippon, in fact. Well, if you look at the name Jehovah, and Pan, all, and then you look at the name Samurai, Samu, they were a tribe of dark skinned people. And even in Japan, they've got like dark skinned figurines of the samurai. There's like 8 of them. So
We're gonna
yeah,
do if y'all do that.
my bad, yo.
Okay, oh no, okay,
What's that?
Hey, what you gonna
okay,
do if you do that?
let's go. Hey, could we try to put sense of why is the collective, this shit is like this type of gray? So could we go with why the eyes are always big and all black? They can't see, like, I mean, it's
I
something
think they
about,
don't have.
go
I
ahead.
think their light. I think that their light, their natural light, was taken from them, and what remains of them, um, they have to use the technology. That's
Hey,
why
Alex, that shit crazy.
that's why technology is their best friend, because they lost their light. But doesn't mean that they're not smart. They just lost their light to have access to, teleportation or whatever. But they have the knowledge to use certain tools and manipulate certain, what I'm saying, chemicals and shit like that to
So it's
make.
going back. Okay, wait, sorry, bro.
Hold on,
So
let
it's
me
going
say
back
it like this,
to
right?
what I say, that they're the closest thing to a nerds. Like nerds here, they're smart as fuck, but they don't give a fuck about their
No,
their
no.
uh
That looks dumb as
parents.
fuck. If I seen that, I'd kick it in its face or its
Oh
big
no,
belly that it's
no,
got.
no. They
If you
just
seen
that's
that,
just
you gonna run.
hold on.
No
Let me
one, no one. I
quick. So
can't
Bro,
put.
look,
You know,
You
like on
gonna
Scooby
run.
Doo. You know, like
You
on
ain't gonna
Scooby
try
Doo at
to
the end when
fight.
they pull the
You gonna
mask off.
run straight up.
bro, you're
You gonna
I
put
would
naturally
not run from that.
run,
hold
bro.
on, hold on.
I
Let me
would
say,
not run from
hey,
that.
hey, let me say this right quick, right? So they
Get my
eyes,
phone
right?
out.
Look at it right like this, right? They're not
a bit
nocturnal.
running.
They live in the darkness. If we don't get light, we will die. But they thrive in darkness.
Hold
So
on,
I
sorry, King, to cut you off. Why
the
didn't the man taking this
hold
photo
on,
run?
hold on. Let
Why
me
this man running away from the alien taking the photo?
they eyes are dark because they got to see in the light.
I
Now let me
know
tell
it's
you
not. I
something
know it's
crazy,
probably
right?
not real. I
Hold
know
on,
it
hold on,
probably.
hold on, hold on.
I'm
Hey,
just
now
saying.
it's crazy that you just went to this picture because I just pulled up the video that I was talking about earlier, and I didn't even see this picture until I came from the video I just pulled up. But y'all chop it up with this one as soon as y'all finish. I'm gonna show the video and I want to hear y'all reaction because it's right in line with this. That shit crazy. But yeah, their eyes are big and black like that because they come from darkness. They live in the dark realm, the shadow realm, or something like that, and they ain't supposed to be here or some shit like that.
So
That's
whoa. So are they Martians? So what is the difference
no,
between
they're not
Martians and
Martians. They're not Martians. No, it's
aliens?
different kinds.
Let a nigga finish, King Genocide. Damn.
Oh, no, no. Me and Capitone good, but Capitone keep building. I got you, bro. My bad.
I'm saying, but look. Mars is a star, so Moon is a star.
Okay.
Shit. Earth is a star. So what's a Martian and the alien? Let's
Okay.
go.
So Martians, from my school of thought, the real Martians look like us, and we had a civilization there. And the reason why the Mars is actually red is because
Man, what the hell you talking about?
hold on. Let me say it.
No, bro, I'm not gonna let you keep talking
No.
that.
Listen.
It's
It's
talking about we had a
iron
civilization
oxide.
on Mars, bro.
Look,
No. Go back to when you said we have a civilization on Mars, bro. Come on.
No, man, no. You can't. These planets aren't they're orbs.
Blue note I'm talking about. Look, hey, so
No, they want no. Look, check this. Me personally, and this is just my opinion, King. These things like this, right? My brain don't comprehend seeing these types of things being made by a creator that's made us and all of the animals and everything, right? What the fuck is this thing coming down on our Earth to inhabit for? It don't even look like it's from here. This is just like when them white people try and come to certain places and they get burnt in the sun because they're not used to the climate. And all you've got to do is look at a troglodyte and what a troglodyte was. Furthermore, have a look at what plasticity is, or no, it's cerebral plasticity or something like that. What white people used to get and what they used to do to children who used to have big, massive watermelon heads because of their glands and stuff like that, and how they were dead small or they just looked fucked basically. And me more time, I think that a lot of these people who are in control put these things out here to hide where they really come from because they never want to find out where white people come from. They always want to find out where black people come from, or for lack of better words. You know what I'm saying? So they keep giving us these fucking aliens. How is this alien highly intelligent and can do anything? Stop it.
Bro,
Stop it.
we in the right
Stop it.
space, man. Let's get it.
Stop it.
hey, knowledge.
Oh man, that's two, man. Y'all, what the hell is y'all talking
this
about?
out, right?
You niggas say something from Mars. You
Hold on. Check it out, right?
But they only abduct white people. Like, come on, man.
Mars, look, you know what we got Atlantis? There was ancient people who came here from Mars. This is school of thought, so you understand it. So you ain't had to read it yourself.
No, you can't believe none of that shit there because you wasn't there at that time. I can't believe that type of shit and tell my children that.
Blue, I'm not talking to you.
They need to slap me in my face if I ever talk like that. You know, if I said anything like that to
Hey,
my people.
Blue, let them build though. Let them
Sorry,
build.
King. Go on. No, it's all love. It's all love. It's all love.
Nah, Blue, I swear to God, Go ahead. Look, hey, Blue, I'm only entertaining knowledge's question, and I'm being honest from a school of thought that I learned. So check this out.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. And I understand that. Look, check this out, right? So they say, go sit, girl. Good girl. Look, check this out, right? So Atlantis, right? So before, on Mars, right? Mars is red because of iron oxide. And scientists tell you it's iron oxide. But iron oxide is what you have when you have metal and it rusts with water, right? So there was an ancient civilization with black people, right? And then after a whole bunch of stuff happened and wars happened.
Man, that sounds like robots.
Hold on, let me finish. This is a school of thought. I'm not saying I believe or know this. This is a school of thought I learned. Look, then after shit happened there and whatever wars and shit happened, then we came over here, and that's where the first Atlanteans came from. That's a school of thought from Atlantis. I know other ones too. So let's build. Look, when I give out knowledge,
what was the aim? Why did you say that? For what?
I can't build on this. This is not international.
all right, now check this out. Right now,
hey, Blood, listen. How have they measured or sent anything up there, right? To find out even if it is iron or rusted iron or whatever it is. That don't make no sense. Who's living on rusted iron?
Yo, mic going out, Blue.
wow, it sounds like he went underwater.
I did, sorry.
Why every time someone swim good, it sounds like they go underwater.
You know, I was gonna say, why would anyone live on rusted iron?
No. Listen, after like a great flood or nuclear. Listen. You can only get iron oxide from metal and water, which makes rust. If you look up the chemical composition of rust, don't it look reddish gray?
Man, who is that gonna fuck up? Robots, huh? Metal and rust, metal and water, man. That's gonna fuck up robots, man. Huh?
You do know
AI technology. Let's go.
You do know nothing can exist outside of our
vessel. Yes.
No, I mean outside of where we can actually go. Like, ain't nothing coming in, ain't nothing coming out. You know what I'm saying? Other than chemicals that sit up on there. That's why you see different chemicals like the argon and the neon. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The purple and the like you will not look. If there's a vacuum in their so-called space, that means there is no gas. There is nothing to produce nothing. There ain't no planets. These are magnetized orbs. See, we're in an inertia.
I got you.
Which is solid. Like, remember, when we're a baby, we look like light. And then we form solidity within the womb in this realm. And then we pop out. As a baby, you're still bendy and everything still because you're still forming.
Yep. Hey, so check this out, right? Hey,
No. You check this out. No, you check this out, because what we're not gonna do here is we're not gonna let people say stuff and bypass it. So we're gonna rewind.
A lot of rewinding, boy.
Let's do it.
Guy said that we had a fucking civilization on goddamn Mars.
He ain't.
Hold on. I don't need an audience. Hold on. Let's hold on.
Can I finish building that one? You want me to know when we had a civilization?
I want you to know. I want to know, why would you in even life think that we have a civilization on Mars? Number two, I want to know where the hell you get that information from.
All right, so check this out, right? So Mars is red, orange red, and it's known with a chemical composition on the ground from iron oxide. Iron oxide is actually, if you say rust, so if you got metal and you put water on metal, right, it'll rust. And the chemical composition of rust, when you see something get rusty, that's actually the chemical composition called iron oxide. So the evidence on Mars is because it is iron oxide, meaning it must have been a vast civilization with a lot of metal and a lot of water. And now it ain't what it was. And then we had to come here. And these things might have helped us. Like AI, like that's.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to backstage you for about.
Whoa.
Oh no, you can't do that.
Yeah. Damn.
Boy, what the hell is you talking about?
Hey, but look, is that where meddling around? Hey, remember as a child, your grandma, stop meddling and shit. So is metal from Mars? Huh? I'm in that realm. Like, hey, they colonized on Mars for the metal. Huh? Let's go.
Hey, let's play this video right quick. Hey, I got it set up. This the encounter video. This is on the news. It's been going viral too. The most recent with a police report. This video right here. So y'all ready for this shit? So we're gonna play this shit on fair use. And
bro, play the video, bro.
I'm gonna mute myself up, but
yo, I'm gonna jump down still.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I can't do this alien. Not gonna lie, I can't do this alien talk.
No, come on, man. Stay up here, man. I'm gonna dip now, man. Let me dip, man.
Brother Blue, everybody mute up. We're gonna do it.
Man, you the red niggas off the panel with the aliens.
Hey, Blue, hey, Capito, you come back up. But look, check this out, right? Hey, just is a reaction. So check it out. We're gonna watch this in entirety and mute up, and then I want to hear everybody's reaction. So I'm about to blow this shit up right quick. Hold up.
Oh man, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Yeah, let's end it after this game.
Hold up.
Well, my reaction is gonna be, I'll tell you now, it's fake.
Man. I ain't got it on the right one. My bad.
Bro, what the fuck is you doing?
I'm clicking the wrong joint.
We got 600 tabs open over there reading off Google.
Oh, this is cat jokes. I gotta get it better.
Investigator David Charnes reported about how Metro Police responded back on May 1st after receiving a strange call from a very frightened family. Well, our report generated a global response, and now piecing together the sequence of events has been kind of tricky, in part because the primary witnesses have been almost as elusive as the beings they say they encountered. Chief Investigator George Knapp is as perplexed as the rest of us, George.
As you know, this is not our first UFO rodeo. We first heard about the incident in early May via the Metro Police grapevine. The incident has a lot in common with other bizarre cases from around the world: an alleged crash, strange beings, and bits and pieces that don't make sense. But the police took this seriously, and so do we. Just before midnight on April 30th, skywatchers across several western states saw a bright fireball streak through the heavens. A police officer working in the Northwest Valley caught a glimpse of the colorful object on his body cam. At nearly the same time, a Ring camera in the area recorded a strange noise and what sounds like a crash. One family living in a ranch-style home had a much closer view of the object. Two brothers and their father were working on a vehicle in their yard when they caught a glimpse of a sparkly object as it came crashing down, then were hit by what they describe as a shock wave. One of the witnesses, a young man named Angel, has stated when the brothers looked into the yard where the object landed, that spot was obscured and blurry, as if by unknown form of camouflage. What they saw next prompted a frantic call to 911.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
8 News Now investigators have spoken with family members multiple times in the past 4 weeks, but each of the 3 times we accepted their invitation to do an interview, they didn't answer the door or their phone. These are some of the claims they've made in other public forums. Multiple family members backed up the story in an initial police report we obtained. Angel says they heard the patter of multiple feet in the yard. They later heard footsteps on their roof. They saw one of the 8-foot-tall creatures climb behind the controls of a large front loader stored in the yard, as if trying to engage it. He got a good look at one of the creatures, he said, a greenish-grayish being with large eyes and long legs. He says he could hear its deep breaths, and when he locked eyes, he was, in essence, frozen in place, couldn't move. In the middle of the yard, where the object had crashed, then vanished, a circular impression was...
Hey, just quickly, King.
Yo, that man had what you call it?
Wait, before you break that down, let me.
I ain't gonna break it down. Nah, that man had sleep paralysis standing up when he seen that thing.
No, check it.
Look,
why?
Look, you see how he was shooting through the sky? Look at this. Hold on.
Was left in the soil.
Okay, where is this on your property?
Metro sources say the police dispatcher initially wondered whether to send a crisis intervention team to help the troubled witness, but then took the incident seriously. 2 officers arrived 38 minutes after.
38 minutes?
Yo, check this. First
Pause
of all, what always makes me laugh here, or skeptical all the time, is the fact that why
family says they also
why didn't we hear him say
sunglasses driving in a car with government?
You know what I'm saying? Like, why wasn't he saying, why did it have to be reported that he locked eyes with the rear? Why didn't he say that on the phone? You know what I'm saying? Like these and then look at the name Angel. He does all talking about fallen angels, and the name's called Angel. Like. The guy who phoned in, his name's Angel. See, I was listening to little cryptic things, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit did not make sense to me. Too much bullshit.
Yeah, so look, that's what I was saying, because I was just gonna compare like how they got the how he flew how they zapped themselves and they was in them different avatars. In this movie, in this cartoon, he could pick any avatar.
Merging with simulator.
Go in there, look, it looked like a coochie, and then he And to us, it looked like a comet or a fireball. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time, it's a motherfucker beaming themselves from wherever the fuck to here. But go ahead, King. You want to play that video still?
Hold up. I gotta re-bring it up. Give me a second.
Yeah.
What if it was like a drone?
Hmm?
It could have been a drone that they used because they can crash drones and things like that to make it whatever. And then obviously, if it crashes on a certain site, it's going to be on a site where they've got people to go and collect it quickly before the general public see what it really is. Like these things are never going to crash in anyone's back garden. It's just like when people say, like, no normal person finds a Tyrannosaurus Rex bone. It's always someone from some society. You know what I mean? Some main name.
Yeah. Hey, don't even worry about it, genocide. We finna get up out of here.
Yeah,
It's buffering. It keep buffering for some odd reason.
No, I enjoyed this though. This build was good, man.
Hey, look, check this out. Let me share it right quick. Watch this.
I enjoyed this build.
Look at that. Is it gonna finally play? There we go.
Impression was left in the soil.
Okay, where is this on your property?
Metro sources say the police dispatcher initially wondered whether to send a crisis intervention team to help the troubled witness, but then took the incident seriously. 2 officers arrived 38 minutes after the call, and by then had heard from other officers. They proceeded cautiously and managed some nervous laughs.
I ain't dealing with that.
A few days later, the family says 2 Metro sergeants returned to the scene to ask follow-up questions. The family says they also saw men in suits and sunglasses driving in a car with government plates cruising slowly past the house in the following days. Nellis and Creech have denied any interest or involvement with the incident. Metro has indicated they believe the family that something crashed in their yard. But what?
You mentioned, George, in that piece that, they were frozen because so many people have been critical of, like, why didn't they get their phone out? Why didn't they shoot the video? Do we know if there's even any?
What you mean? I seen that part when they had the jank and they actually messed up, and it sounded like a boom. You feel me? I'm trying to go back now. My shit loading slow.
Recorded a strange noise and what sounds like a crash.
See?
One family living in a ranch-style home had a much closer view of the object. 2 brothers and their father were working on a vehicle in their yard when they caught a glimpse of a sparkly object as it came crashing down, then were hit by what they describe as a shock wave. One of the witnesses, a young man named Angel, has stated when the brothers looked into the yard where the object landed, that spot was obscured.
Hey, you heard that shit, right? You heard when that shit crashed, right? That was on them people's door cams on multiple people's shit.
They said it's gonna be an alien invasion in 2024.
Who said that?
Some whistleblower dude I seen on Instagram. It was a video in 1984. He was like, "Yeah, it's supposed to be an alien invasion in 2024." I'm like, that's why we seeing all this shit now.
Yeah, we can matter of fact, we can end the video now at like 2:15. We got a good building, and Shout out to everybody that joined in. We had Big Dog, Philly OG, Jamaris, Nova Noof, Jedediah, and everybody was up in the building. We're going to keep building, helping everybody else build mind trees. A whole bunch of people near. I see everybody. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. We're going to continue to make good content and builds. And, you know what I'm saying? Everybody help each other out instead of tearing each other down. You know what I'm saying? And when it's time to destroy shit, we're going to destroy some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, shit, I'm up out of here again.
Oh, yeah. We up out this bitch.
All right, peace.
Peace and blessings.
Good deal.